All right, this next example, when you come across a function where you have to find the x-intercepts, the only way we can find those x-intercepts at this point is to find it graphically. So this means on your calculator. So what you want to do is you're going to graph this in your y equals. So you're going to press your y equals. You're going to type in this equation exactly how you see it. Okay, and then we're going to graph this.
Mr. Shudra, contact 5039. Mr. Shudra, 5039.
So what this gives is our parabola. Okay, and we want to find the x-intercepts. We want to find these points where it crosses the x-axis. So in order to do that on your calculators, you're going to press second trace, and you're going to go to numbers to 0. Because technically the x-intercepts of a function are also called the zeros of a function. So that's why we go to 0. So what your calculator needs from you is it needs a left-bound entry of the point you're looking for and a right-bound entry. So if this is the point that I'm looking for, this x-intercept, I need to move my cursor to the left of that point. And you move your cursor using your left and right buttons, never your up and down. So I'm going to move this cursor to the left of this point. As long as it's to the left, it doesn't have to be super close to it, as long as it's to the left. I'm going to hit enter. And then your calculator now asks you for a right bound entry. So now I need to move my cursor to the right side of this point. So the right side of this point is going to be below the x-axis. So I'm going to move my cursor to below the x-axis. As long as it's below, it's all good. You're going to hit enter again. This guess just allows you to take an estimate, which we honestly never use. We're just going to hit enter for a third time, and this gives us our x-intercept. So one of our x-intercepts of this function would be negative 0.41. Okay, and then we need to just do that whole process all over again to find our second x-intercept. So I'm going to go second trace to number 2 again for 0. Now I need to move my cursor over to this side because now I want to find this point as my x-intercept. So I'm going to move my cursor. Now my left side of this point is now going to be below the x-axis. I'm going to hit enter. It again asks me for a right bound, so I'm going to move my cursor to the right side, which would be above the x-axis now. Hit enter. And then I'm going to skip my guess, hit enter one more time, and there's my second x-intercept, 2.41.